Alright, demo day 17. This is made in game ... also known as Mech chip. So the first thing I'll point out, and maybe you also noticed, is something is a little bit up with your fonts. Like, look at the, okay, you can't see my cursor, but if you look at full and full screen, the L's are not necessarily lined up with the rest of the text. And you can see there's, like, also a kerning issue between ST and ART and start. And that might just be something up with the font that you're using. I don't know how fonts in Game Maker work, but let's go. So I am Square Dude in Square Universe. I can get caught on the side of things. Yep. And I have a variable jump. I'm using arrow keys in space. Is that my only option? Yeah. How about gamepad? No gamepad. Alright, fair enough. I would say just personal preference. I don't like using space for jump. I prefer like ZXC, but personal preference. Looks like I don't have a wall jump. Am I in space? Is that the implication of this? I'll assume so. Alright, and then platforming. I've played video games. I know how to do this. I picked up a box, and that opened a door. I'm not really sure why it opened a door, because considering it was just a box, but I'll take it. Yep. Oh. Okay, this is a little bit of a challenge here. What am I supposed to jump on? If I get up here, am I... Okay. Oop. So, pit. Easy way to lose progress. Just keep that in mind, I guess. I'm looking at these, and they look like enemies. And, do they fall? Yes, they fall. Alright, fair enough. What happens if I, touch one? I lose charge on my phone battery. Okay. Did I just screw myself out of getting that box up there, or... What is this? It's like a mech suit or something. Oh, it's like, it's like a minecart. It's like the wheels are moving at the bottom. Fair enough. And I can charge up a jump with it. So, does that mean I can get across this gap? Oh, it's only vertical movement. Well, I guess I can vertically move from over here. Yep. Can I jump out of the thing? I don't think I can jump out of the thing. I think I'm stuck here. Yep, dead. So, that dead screen is pretty small. Like, I'm playing it at native 1x resolution, and I can barely tell that it says press space. But I can tell, so I'm gonna do that. Space doesn't work on the menu screen. Okay. Well, I know what to do. Oh. So I'll say, just as far as platforming controls go, this is, it's good and it works, but it sort of doesn't have the same kind of leeway that a more robust implementation would have. So for example, I can't sort of fall off the platform and still jump, or I can't queue up a jump before I actually hit the ground, which are just two easy things that you could do to make it a little nicer to use. Oh, what's up here? Did I go up here? I did not. Alright. Presumably that thing will kill me if I touch it. Is this for later? Is this a later thing? No, I just had to hit that more difficult. Or hit that more hard. Not sure why I can't say that word. What did that do for me, though? I have no idea. And I lost my mech! This is new and different. How am I gonna get my mech back? Is it... Am I just stuck? Is there a way for me to get a mech mech now that I've done this to myself? Oops. So that's probably one of those situations where if I had the more permissive jumping, then I wouldn't have fallen. I think I'm just mech free now. I don't have a mech. What do I do? Is there a restart? There's a pause, but is there a restart? Let me check if there's a control screen. As far as I can tell, no. I have no idea if the game capture will be happy that I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna restart the game by closing it and reopening it. Yep. Oh, game capture lost. Glad I caught that before I continued. There you go. So I've played this a few times. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing when I actually can do it. And I'm in a little minecart. Tab. Chip and canister. Oh, so the canister is the mech, and I can choose to use it or not use it from the menu. Okay. Why would I want to not ever? Why would I not want to not be in the canister? Okay, so another controls thing is I have to press enter to pick what I want from this menu, but I use space to jump, and they're kind of the same sort of interact kind of actions, so they should be bound to the same key, or they should be multi-bound, so I could press enter, or I could press the spacebar, because I'm probably gonna already press the spacebar just from playing the game. Right, my hand's gonna be there. Why did it teach me that? Is there something I'm missing here? Can I touch the beam as... No. Well, I have another way to go, so let's go that way. I don't see a way to progress over here. Canister. Oops. And I just lose the thing. Can I get it back? Yes, I can. So that's... So I wasn't soft locked, I just didn't notice that the button existed at that time. What if I go up here? Nothing. That's just a blank wall. Okay. Yep. So I picked something up, but I don't know what it unlocked. And especially it looks like that sort of place to the side is still locked, even though I pressed the button. I just don't know what to do now. Can I drive over here? There's just a slight visual bug. I don't know if you're noticing it. Like, look at the player character as I move to the right and then to the left. Like, you can see the sort of right side of the player character sprite disappears. Yeah, has that always been a thing that I just haven't noticed? Or is that just on the screen or something happened as a bug? Yeah, it's definitely happening. I don't know what I did to cause it though, so sorry. I think I've run out of things to interact with. I've been down every path and I've done everything and I don't know where to go from now. Let me check the log. More content, more sounds. Okay, that doesn't tell me where the end of the game is. Oh, there's a hole up there at the top left. Okay. Yep, that's progress. I can just jump to the top here without actually having to go through this little maze. Oh, no, I just have to aim it correctly. Oh, fell. I'm pretty sure that's a hole I can go through. Have to... Nah, I don't think I can. Alright, so switch back to Chip. Here would be a good time to actually teach you that you can swap between it, because here's a point where you actually, like, it's mandatory for you to do it. Before, I just didn't need to. There you go. Glad that the game pauses so I can't get hit by things while I solve all the puzzles. Alright, so I picked something up. Press the button or whatever. Oh, I see the, over here the wall is blinking. So that means there's a third place I have to unlock before I can continue. And I just took more damage. Rip. Where else, though? Where else? I'll say it's very hard to notice when you place a black and white line at the very top of the screen when I'm playing in windowed mode like this, because like on Windows at least the borders are also white. So the difference between the two is not as pronounced as I'd like it to be. Like, maybe you could have, like... I'm dead. Maybe you could have, like... the actual game exist in a border no matter what. Like, put black sort of borders around every border, and then have the screen be defined as some central area inside of that. Because I'm looking at my game capture over here on the preview window, and there are borders like letterbox built in because this is not a 16:9 game, and I can tell there's sort of a on the right side here there's a little door, but in game I can't tell that at all because that's right up against the window border. So yeah, that was Mech Chip. What do I think about it? I think it's a deliberately simple platform game, and it works. It's definitely like going in the direction of introducing new levels and sort of building up difficulty iteratively, but I feel like it's not quite there yet, and in particular I don't think the gimmick is interesting. It's sort of one of those gimmicks that you would introduce not as sort of a main course, but as to keep the rest of the game more fresh, right? Like, hey, now you can jump on top of things, as opposed to hey, this is what I'm going to put in the trailer, right? There needs to be something about this game other than its art style to say, hey, this is something different from every other platforming game that you've played. And I don't think this game has that yet. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So yeah, that was Mech Chip Demo Day 17.